we are gathered here today to lay to rest my obsession with Chanel. What I think is my last Chanel purchase is in this box right here. It is a bag, and while I'm excited to share it with you, I acknowledge that this is a sad occasion because no more Chanel bags after this. I don't think that I'll be purchasing another one in the foreseeable future, at least. This is the end of an era, but I know that it's for the best and it's time to move on. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kate. If you're new here, I like to talk about luxury handbags, shoes, accessories, all sorts of things like that. So if you're into that kind of thing, feel free to subscribe and come and join our little luxurious family that we have here. We would love to have you. On a side note, when I bought these gloves on Amazon last week, I did not realize that they had the little tech fingertips, the little touchscreen fingertips, which I mean, I guess is helpful, but also it kind of like ruins the look of these. Like there was this just really nice dramatic look, and then every time I showed the fronts of my hands, they've got these little guys on them. Don't love that, but that's not the point. I'm actually going to take the gloves off. It's a little much right now. And to be honest, these are going back to Amazon after this video. The headpiece I love though. I want to keep this. It's a little bit itchy, but I love it. I guess you could consider this a little bit dramatic. I have my little box from Fashion File here, and we're gonna open up what I think is probably my last Chanel bag. And I of course can't say that for certain. You never know what happens in life, right? I'm gonna start opening up the box so that we can see what this is. I think this is one of the tiniest boxes that I have received from Fashion File yet. It's so small, but it's because the bag didn't come with a box itself, so there's like nothing to really put in here except for the bag itself. One thing that I want to say before I unbox this is that I think that this is a purchase that I am keeping. I don't know yet though. So what I decided when I saw this pop up on Fashion File, the price was really, really good. I knew that it was going to get like snapped up immediately. And so I bought it because I know that Fashion File has a really good return policy. I think I have like 2 weeks or something to decide if I want to keep it and return it as long as I keep the little tag on. This way I can try it on, see if it's something that I really like, because I don't have anything like this. So I want to make sure that I'm making the right decision. And if it's not for me, then I'll be returning it and I will still be on the search for my last Chanel bag and we will have to do all of this again. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm a little nervous. All right, as usual, we haven't done one of these in a long time. I haven't unboxed a bag from Fashion File in a while. So we shall throw the confetti. There's not a ton in here, to be honest. It's a little box. All right, let's put the box aside. This feels bigger than I thought it would be, which I'm actually happy about. This is my new Chanel Square Mini. Ugh, it smells bad. I don't like that. So it said that it had a musty odor. This smells like it was in a home with cigarettes. That is something that like I'm very sensitive to, is cigarette smell. So that's already like 1 point down for this bag. It's bigger than I thought it would be, and I really, really like that. It was a really, really good price. The Chanel minis are so expensive resale, and I know that they're really hard to find in the store too. But let's see, let's open it up. Let's look at the inside, let's look at the condition, and let's see if we should be keeping this. So I knew that there were going to be scratches on the inside. Like we see that it's a little bit wrinkled. We see the scratches and everything, right? I knew that there was going to be wear on the corners. And this is a bag where I would probably use it for a while and then maybe send it to leather surgeons at some point. It doesn't need it immediately though. By the way, I think I forgot to say that this is the Chanel Square Mini in the chevron pattern. It has gold hardware, and I don't really have very many bags with gold hardware. I only have one other bag that is black with gold hardware, and that is my Louis Vuitton Capucines BB. All my other bags that are black have silver hardware. So I thought that this would be a really good change, especially for something that is more like a night out type of bag, a going out bag, something that I can put crossbody when I'm wearing like a dress or something like that. But like I said, I was a bit hesitant when I purchased this, and I'm not sure if it's going to work out for me 100%. I can say that I really, really love the size of it. It is so cute. This size is so nice. I sold my wallet on chain last year, and I just didn't have that many places where I couldn't carry something bigger, and I had to carry a wallet on chain, or like if I was going out and I needed something that was like that and that was nice and small like that. I just didn't really have that many occasions where I needed something like that. This I feel like is a lot better because I could take this to lunch, I could take this to dinner, I could take this on all different types of occasions, I could take it on a night out as well. I think it's a bit more versatile than the wallet and chain is, and you still have the option to wear it crossbody. Oh my god, the chain feels nice. I'd like to mention that this bag was made in 2018, so it's about 5 years old. You guys, the smell is bothering me. Here, let's pull the chain out so we can see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like with the chain out. I keep smelling it, and I'm wondering if like airing it out will help, but also then I think about the fact that like ever since it left that person's home and went to Fashion File, it's been airing out. It's not like it just shipped directly from the place that had cigarette smoke in it. Like it was probably sitting at Fashion File for a while before they listed it. At the bare minimum, there's like a week in between when this left somebody's house and when this got to me. Actually, I bought this on the 5th day that it was on the website, so I didn't get it right when it got there. It was still relatively new on the website, but it had gone to the point where you could use luxury layaway. I didn't do that, but I remember that it did have that option when I checked out. That's like almost a week, right? So you know that they've had it for like at least a week. Plus it was probably like a week or so for somebody to get out their house, ship it, for them to check it in. So I'm assuming that this has probably been out of someone's house for like a couple weeks now. This is not a situation where it just shipped directly to me from someone who was in a smoking home. And like I said, Fashion File did disclose that it had an odor. I wasn't expecting like a cigarette odor. I've had bags that smell like, I usually say they smell like old people, like they smell like mothballs sometimes. And that is not really that big of a deal because I feel like that airs out after a while. But a smell that I am really sensitive to that I cannot tolerate whatsoever is cigarette smoke. That is making me really sad because this bag is so gorgeous. I don't know if it's going to work out. I do feel like this bag is not in bad shape at all, to be honest. I believe the price of this was $3,085 if I remember correctly, so that's a really good price for a Chanel mini in black with gold hardware. That is a great price. And it was marked as good condition, not like very good or great or whatever. Like it was marked as good, which is one above fair. So I knew that it wasn't gonna be in perfect condition. I know that. I buy plenty of bags that are in like good condition or fair condition that I know what to expect with those. And this is actually in better condition than I expected it to be based on the pictures. I think that seeing it like in regular lighting, looking at it of what it's going to look like while you're wearing it is just a game changer too. Like you can see all these imperfections in it, like in the pictures, like you're zoomed in on the corners and everything, but in real life that stuff is not as noticeable. The other thing too, and I talked about this in my other video about Chanel, about the gold hardware, and the reason that I have avoided gold hardware in the past with Chanel is because it wears, and I hope that you can see this. If not, I'll show you the picture that was on Fashion File because you can tell in that picture. But the middle piece, the gold has rubbed off. And you may have seen that before in other Chanel bags on the resale market. It tends to happen a lot that gold is not on the front anymore. But the rest of the gold still looks pretty good. This chain looks really good. I didn't think it was going to be in this good of condition, to be honest. But the smell, you guys, I'm sad. Because I feel like this is a sign that like maybe I shouldn't have bought a final Chanel bag, or maybe I shouldn't have gotten this one specifically. The thing that I try to keep in mind with the resale market is that there's unless it's like some special limited edition thing that you've never seen on the resale market before, there's always going to be another chance to get something. You don't have to like be distraught over something that you can't keep or something that you don't want to keep. The other good thing is that I don't have to decide today if I'm going to keep this or not. I think it's 2 weeks that I have to decide if I'm going to return it. Like I said, Fashion File has a great return policy and I really, really like that. I just really like the chevron. I thought it was so different than the regular quilts. And I love the size of the square mini, by the way. I see a lot of people say that they prefer the rectangular mini, but I saw a square mini in person at the Real a couple months ago. And that was the first time that I really considered it because I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than that. I didn't like hold it or anything, so even feeling this is bigger than I thought it would be. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, I would actually consider that bag because it's not super tiny or anything. I thought it was going to be way smaller. I have a Chanel Extra Mini, which is a lot smaller than this. If I decide to keep this, maybe I'll do a comparison video between the two. From what I understand, it should fit my iPhone. That's another thing that we have to test because I saw a girl do a video and she fit like the biggest iPhone in it, no problem. Mine is the, whatever one came out last year, whatever the 2022 iPhone was. Is that the 14? It's the big version of this, but not the Pro Max. It's the Plus version. Honestly, like they were basically the same except for the Pro Max was more expensive and it had 3 cameras and this one is the one that has 2 cameras, but it's just as big as the Pro Max. So it's the same size. And yeah, it fits in there. It's the tag that's in the way, not the bag. It fits in there perfectly, very easy. It's not even touching like both sides of the bag. It's perfect. I really like the square mini size. If this has taught me anything, it's that I like the size of this bag. I like having something with gold hardware just because I don't have a lot of bags with gold hardware, but also this is making me realize that I don't think that silver hardware would be like a deal breaker for me on my final Chanel bag. I just don't know if this is gonna be it. To be honest, I might need some help deciding on this one because for $3,000, I feel like that's a really, really good price for a Chanel bag that's like this. It's in such a classic color. It's got the classic black with gold hardware. It's a really great size. And then also if I return it, you guys have to watch another video with me dressed like this. So really just choose wisely, I think, if you're gonna weigh in on this. You smell so bad, but you look so good. So I have a Chanel Jumbo and I did a video and I unboxed it and I actually talked about it a little bit. I think I talked about it after the video too, where I was saying that the bag has a smell to it, but it's like a mothball smell. So it's not like anything that irritates me or that bothers me or anything like that, but it would be nice for it not to smell. So I tried coffee beans in it and I also tried baking soda in it and leaving it outside. I put a dust bag over it and then I left it in the sun so that it wouldn't like fade or anything. And now it just smells like mothballs and coffee and not baking soda, because baking soda doesn't really have a smell, but like it just added some smells to it. Like it didn't really take away the smell. 80% coffee beans, 20% mothballs. Not a terrible smell, but not great. So I was not able to successfully get the smell out of that. I don't know if it'll make a difference that this one is lambskin and the one that I tried is caviar. That is the other thing. This bag is lambskin, so it's gonna be a little bit more delicate than the bags that I've had from Chanel. I did have one lambskin bag, but I didn't wear it very often. I only wore it like a couple times and then I ended up selling it. It was this beautiful blue Chanel Jumbo, and the reason I didn't reach for it was because it was lambskin. But I feel like with this really small bag like this, instead of a jumbo, it's fine. I'm not really scared. I don't think I'd be scared to use this at all. So that part's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I also like that this has a zipper pocket in it. I feel like you don't get that with a ton of mini bags. It has like a cute little zipper pocket in the middle and it fits so much. Like this bag is pretty big. I think that it's so perfect besides the smell. Everything but the smell I'm sold on. I love the chevron. I think it just gives it a little bit of an edgier vibe. I love an edgy vibe. I love it. But yeah, like I said, the smell might be a deal breaker. I would love to hear your opinion. Please let me know what you think I should do in the comments. Like I said, I have time to sit on it and think about it, so I'll probably be posting this video a couple days from now. I've had the bag for a couple days, I just haven't opened it. So by the time this video goes up, we'll be like 5 days into the return period. So we'll still have some time, so please let me know what you think. It's just so cute. I don't want to give it back. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna take some time and think about it. Let me know. Okay, well that didn't go as planned, but I do hope that you enjoyed the video. I think that this is really cute. I like this look with the red lipstick and the red nails and everything. This is, I feel like, a vibe. But I hope that you enjoyed this video anyway. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this one. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!